Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. The impeachment inquiry is entering a new public phase tonight after today's historic vote in the House. Lawmakers voted mostly along party lines to approve a resolution that lays out the next steps in the inquiry into President Trump's alleged misconduct. It is only the third vote of its kind. The most serious accusation is that the president asked the leader of Ukraine to interfere in the 2020 election by digging up dirt on his political rivals. For the first time today, lawmakers heard testimony from a current White House political appointee who listened in on that controversial phone call where the president made the request. We're going to get reaction from the White House in just a moment, but Nancy Cordes leads off our coverage on Capitol Hill. Nancy?
Nora, all but two House Democrats voted for these new impeachment rules. Their party now fully embracing a process that appears all but certain to lead to the drafting of articles of impeachment.
On this vote, the yeas are 232.
The vote paves the way for nationally televised impeachment hearings, the first in 21 years.
When the president endangers our national security, he gives us no other choice.
Republicans were universally opposed.
We have been completely sidelined. Maybe in the Soviet Union, you do things like this, where only you make the rules, where you reject the ability for the person you're accusing to even be in the room.
If these allegations prove to be true,
The rules are similar to those that governed the Clinton and Nixon impeachment proceedings. President Trump's lawyers will have access to evidence and can cross-examine witnesses, though those rights can be withdrawn.
One party to a litigation unlawfully blocks the investigation, as this president has been doing, although we hope he won't continue doing it. You may have to take some steps. We may have to draw adverse inferences. We may have to do other things. We'll see.
What kind of punishments are you considering?
I'm not considering anything at the moment. We'll see what happens.
As they voted, the president's top Russia aide, Tim Morrison, testified behind closed doors that he went to White House lawyers after President Trump asked his Ukrainian counterpart to investigate Joe Biden. "I was not concerned that anything illegal was discussed," Morrison said. But he did worry about how such an investigation might affect the bipartisan support our Ukrainian partners currently experience in Congress. He said the president's decision to withhold military aid troubled him too. Foreign Affairs Chair Elliot Engel.
By withholding that money, he's taking an asset of the United States, not a personal asset of the United States, and withholding it to try to coerce the leader of another country to help him in his political election. I mean, if that isn't crazy, then I don't know what is.
Nancy joins us from the Hill. And Nancy, these public hearings will be must-see TV. Who's going to testify?
Nothing is certain yet, but there are three names we tend to hear most frequently, Nora. First of all, Alex Vindman. He was on the president's phone call and described it later as improper. Bill Taylor, a top diplomat who expressed concerns about a quid pro quo. And Ambassador Marie Yovanovitch, who was ousted by President Trump. Democrats say they want to focus on just a few witnesses who they believe can best describe this pressure campaign to the American public.
Nancy, thank you.